Hi, I'm Leila Viss, and I'm the author of the iPad Piano Studio and also a blogger at 88pianokeys.me. And I'm also a piano teacher. And I have plenty of pianos in my studio, but I also have a djembe. And that's because I believe that rhythm counts. In fact, I believe it counts so much, I just created a resource called Rhythm Make It Count so that you can make it count in your studio as well. So you may be wondering, why a resource on rhythm? Well, there's a couple of reasons. Number one, you're probably watching this video because I've talked you into adding an off-bench component in your lesson format. And then you've been wondering, what do I do during this off-bench format? And that's why I've created the resource, because I want to answer those questions for you. So you may be wondering, why rhythm first? Well, I believe rhythm is the pulse of all music. So the very first thing you want to do with your students is establish that steady pulse and then help them add them together into longer beats and subdivide. Then they have to learn those signs and symbols. When you put all of those together and begin reading rhythms, when you can already feel them and hear them, I believe you become a rock-solid musician for life. I am passionate about helping students understand the complicated system of reading rhythms and helping them to feel rhythms naturally in their playing. And that's why I created Rhythm Make It Count. It includes apps that help reinforce all the things that I've talked about, and it includes off-bench activities and manipulatives that will work in private lessons and also group settings too. Rhythm Make It Count is for those who want to integrate the iPad and the most powerful apps to reinforce their students' understanding of rhythm. It's also for those who are interested in adding off-bench time to their lesson format, like my good friend Amy Watt, who helped me compile this resource. She was still having quite a few questions about how to go about this all, and so I wrote this resource to help her, and she helped me write the resource as well. And it's also for anyone who is looking for engaging activities to, again, reinforce rhythmic understanding. Rhythm Make It Count comes as a downloadable PDF, which means that when you purchase it from my blog, 88pianokeys.me, you'll get an email and you can immediately download it to your computer or to your iPad. And I would prefer, if possible, for you to keep it on your iPad, and instead of printing anything off, just read it from your iPad. Now, there are a couple of ways that you can use the resource. You can, like I said, read it from your iPad and give the assignments to your students via the iPad with my favorite app called Notability. And the other option is for you to print off the assignment grid, is what I'm calling it, for each student, and put it in a colorful folder like this, and make sure you put the Rhythm Maniac's name up at the top here. And then as you give them an assignment, you can just highlight that assignment as students look at it and they can check it off. It's that easy. What does Rhythm Make It Count include? First of all, a 20-page teacher guide that offers everything you need to know about my off-bench lesson format. I give you the full scoop. And then it also includes an index of all the off-bench things that I like to do with my students that I've featured on my blog over the past years. And a special edition is a whole bunch of different activities that Amy found from other teachers, other bloggers. We give them credit, but it's all under one roof for you to find. Next, there are two different assignment grids, round 1 and round 2. And they go from what is a quarter note to 16th notes and triplets and syncopation. And each grid includes assignments for the eye, the ear, the hand, the musical imaginations, and even the feet, getting off the bench and doing fun things. And one of my favorites that I just wrapped up is a special Get Inspired episode featuring just great videos of rhythm at its best. I think your students will really enjoy it, and it includes guided questions for them to answer too. This is Croaker, and he only croaks quarter notes. Now, he's a great tool for my students to help them learn a steady beat and learn what a quarter note feels like. But there's so many other toys and apps and tools that I like to use in my studio, and I'm sharing them with you in Rhythm Make It Count. I think you'll find it very helpful and inspiring. I would love for you to take a look at it. Stop by at 88pianokeys.me if you haven't yet.